Now, history's headlines. Tonight it takes us to the tiniest borough in Northampton County.
It's known as the town that Slate built.
The borough of Chapman may be small, the smallest borough in Northampton County, in fact, but there's a lot of history packed into these 0.4 square miles. Most of it is centered around a company that no longer exists, named for a man who was also long gone.
He was a major figure in the slate industry.
William Chapman seemed destined for a career in the slate business. His father showed him the ropes after he recovered from injuries he suffered while fighting for the British Army in the Battle of Waterloo in Belgium. That's where William was born in 1816, after his mother traveled there from Cornwall, England, to nurse his father back to health.
This was a kind of a romantic and dramatic way for William Chapman to come into the world.
In 1842, he was on a ship bound for America in search of bigger business opportunities. He was introduced to a prominent attorney in Easton and began to make connections in the region. He leased and later purchased land in Moore Township that became the Chapman Slate Company in 1850.
He basically began to organize a work crew, recruiting people from Europe, from Devon in England, from Wales, people who were slaters who he knew.
The borough of Chapman was incorporated in 1865, and it truly was a company town. Almost everyone who lived there worked for the Slate Company, which at its peak was producing more than 10,000 squares of slate a year, and
providing slate to some major projects in the United States,
including the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City, as well as the state capitol buildings in Albany and Hartford, Connecticut. William Chapman died in 1902. His descendants ran the company until 1944, when it was sold to an investment group. The quarry closed for good in 1959, putting the last 25 slaters out of work. But although the company is gone, the community remains.
Today, it is a pleasant little village of about 200 people. There are few remains left of the Chapman Slate Works, but it was a time when it was a major industry in the Lehigh Valley.
And remember, there's always more to the story at WFMZ.com. You'll find history's headlines in our features section.